Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And today we will talk about Maqasid Shariah. First of all, what is Maqasid Shariah? Maqasid Shariah, or the objective of Islamic law, is a profound branch of Islamic knowledge that explores the divine wisdom behind the religious ruling. There are 5 main objectives that focusing on Maqasid Shariah. First of all is the protection of religion. Second, protection of life. Third is protection of intellect, and fourth is protection of lineage, and fifth, the last one but not least, protection of property. Alright, so what are the functions of these protections of Maqasid Shariah, or the objective of Sharia? It is used to align legal interpretation with these objectives. Maqasid Shariah ensures that Islamic law remains relevant into all circumstances, compassionate, and beneficial across all aspects of life. The unit or the department in University Science Islam Malaysia that we choose for this presentation is SPT, referring to Secretariat Pelajar Tamhidi. So, what is the overview of SPT? So, Secretariat Pelajar Tamhidi, University Science Islam Malaysia was established in early 2000. So, during the establishment, there are several faculties including Tamhidi, whereas the Tamhidi itself built specialized for foundational knowledge for build students' foundational knowledge in order to enable them to be in degree. So, SPT, the selection of students Tamhidi to be one of SPT is by nomination from lecturer or by volunteering themselves. Basically, SPT is to build students' trust and confidence, and also promote safety environment. It also taking care of students' well-being. So, alright, so what is the problem statement and the research objective for Maqasid Shariah's project? So basically, for the problem statement, how the implementation of Maqasid Shariah applied in the environment of Secretariat Pelajar Tamhidi SPT to promote care of students' objective of Shariah. Meanwhile, for the research objectives is to study the implementation of Maqasid Shariah in Secretariat Pelajar Tamhidi. Either they figure completely attempt 5/5 Maqasid Shariah or vice versa. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Najah Darwisha. Here I will explain about the literature review. So the first point is the concept of Maqasid Al-Shariah. Maqasid Al-Shariah means main of objective of Islamic law. It's focused on protecting the 5 important things. The first one is faith, life, intellect, lineage, and property. Classical scholars like Al-Ghazali and Al-Shatibi view this as the foundation of justice and human welfare. Modern scholars such Kamali and Auda explain that Maqasid is not fixed. It can adapt to modern issues like technology and globalization. So today, Maqasid also guides areas like science, innovation, and environmental responsibility. The second point is application of Maqasid in modern organization. In organization, the principles of Maqasid are used to promote fairness, transparency, and ethics. For example, Dusuki and Abdullah show how Islamic finance apply Maqasid in operation. Other researchers found that Maqasid help improve social responsibility and financial awareness. Even in the digital economy, Maqasid ensure that development remains ethical and sustainability. This shows that Maqasid is not just theory, it's a practical tool in today's world. The last point is case studies in educational institution. In education, Maqasid help creates balanced student morally, spiritually, and intellectually. The studies by Ismail and Hassan found that using Maqasid in teaching leads to more holistic learning. Other sectors like takaful, microfinance, and healthcare also apply Maqasid to support justice and well-being. Overall, Maqasid Al-Shariah has become a flexible framework that can guide all parts of modern life. So, in conclusion, Maqasid Al-Shariah is not just a theory in Islamic law. It's a living principle that guides many areas of life. It helps promote justice, balance, and even technology. Overall, Maqasid provides a strong and flexible framework to achieve human welfare and sustainability in the modern world.
Our study uses qualitative approach to explore how Maqasid Shariah is applied to their daily life. For our data collection, we use two main methods, which is for interview method, it helps us to get deeper insight, and for the Google Form method, it allows us to reach more participants easily.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Afrina and I want to explain to you about the scope and limitations for our study. And so our study is actually how Maqasid Al-Shariah is applied in the Secretariat Bazar Tamhidi or SPT. And in the study, we just wanted to see how they practice Islamic values in their student activities. We only did this for 2 weeks, which is not a long time. So yeah, we had to move fast. I talked to several SPT members who are active in their programs and events. Okay, now for the limitations. Since we had only 2 weeks to research on this study, I must say that the period was short and we couldn't get so many participants. And also, some interviews were in Malay and then we need to translate it into English. So maybe a few tiny meaning changes. But don't worry, we still make sure everything stayed accurate and confidential. Also, initially we wanted to interview another unit. However, due to time constraint and their busy schedule, we didn't get the expected cooperation.
Now, for the interview protocol, we use semi-structured interview and additional questions were asked such as roles and challenges, conducted in Malay and content notes taken in Google Forms. Now, for the respondent selection, we choose Exco of Welfare from SPT. We choose him because his role closely linked to Maqasid Shariah principles in ensuring student well-being. Next is interview process. How was the interview done? The interview conducted on 3rd October at Tamhidi Center Tutorial Room. The duration is 25 minutes, covering 20 questions based on Maqasid Shariah. It was conducted fully in Malay and notes taken into Google Forms.
Hi, I'm back. I'm Afrina and I'm the one who gonna explain to you about the analysis of the Maqasid Shariah that implemented in Secretariat Bazar Tamhidi or SPT. First one is Hifz al-Aqal, which is protecting the intellect. SPT really helps students with their studies because they've got intermediate sessions, tutorials, and also study groups. Basically, if you are struggling, SPT's got your back. And other than that, we also encourage critical thinking and the mix of Naqli and Aqli knowledge. So religion and logic together, and students really enjoy with this program that SPT provide. For the number 2. Is adin or preservation of religion. SPT takes this seriously. Every morning there's Quran recitation, zikir, salawat at the Tamhidi Center. Basically we can escape it. SPT also make sure programs follow Islamic guidelines like reducing unnecessary boy-girl interaction, and they work closely with the Islamic Center KITM, which to promote good morals and worship. And for the third one, Hifz al-Mal, the protection of wealth. Okay, SPT is actually quite professional with money and finances, right? They record every cent, literally. Their funds come from member contributions and some allocations from at the Tamhidi Center. Before spending anything, they ensure that they held a meeting, so to ensure that no impulsive buying. And they even run free food or for Tamhidi students. Now that's what I call student welfare. So yeah, their money is well managed and their hearts are generous. And for the fourth one, he's a NAS, which is preserving life. SPT cares a lot about student safety and protection. So they have first aid kits in their dorms, and also if we so in adversity, sorry, for the serious cases, straight to PKU. They also push for healthier food. Then that's how Minu Rahma came to Cafe TK1 College Kediaman 1 cafeteria. Physical health, they got Tasca recently. They managed to help a Tasca for us, and they did amazing. They good. They're good. They're amazing. Did a good job. These are programs to encourage teamwork and yes, teamwork. And even though there aren't many formal events for mental health programs, SPT members still check on each other, like a mini therapy session between friends. The last but not least, here's ANAS, which means preservation of lineage, or in modern terms, behaving properly. It ensures that all activities follow Shariah guidelines. For example, no tight shorts for boys during sport. Sorry to the boys, I know, maybe sorry to the girls too. They organize Dakwah Street, a program where they talk directly with students and build friendship. And they also do leadership training, like the chain of management, basically to keep things peaceful and avoid drama. Yes. Of course, they face challenges too. New students are sometimes hard to guide. And with so many people, it's tough to give attention to everyone. Let's talk about successes and challenges. Especially succeeding in keeping Islamic values alive in every event. That was really help build brotherhood and leadership training, reduce conflicts. The challenge, new students who are still adapting, the blur face. Plus the large number of students make it more hard to give personal attention. But honestly, they are doing a pretty good job. And yeah, big respect for the SPT members.
Next is summary of findings. From this research, what can we conclude? First, we can see that SPT applies Maqasid Shariah in its management and student programs. They also balance between spiritual and academic growth. Third, SPT always focus on student welfare and moral development. They also works with PKU and Pusat Islam.
SPT should create a peer mentoring system pairing seniors with new students. SPT also should conduct orientation and character building workshops. And also, SPT should create feedback channels like citation boxes and online forms.